I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah!
All right, Alfred Teleferro, Mr. Teleferro TV. How's everybody doing? All right, let's start on a more serious note here. All right, a lot of people asking me, your blog's growing, your YouTube channel is growing. What do you plan on doing with your platform? What ways are you going to invoke change and help with your voice? All right. One thing that I want to do is help mentor these young African American brothers to make better decisions and realize that robbing, killing, stealing ain't the only ways to make it. Education, building your own businesses, there are other ways to prosper in this country. Okay? It's tough. And the other side ain't really helping us out with ideas. All right? So there's other ways, but we have to be more educated. And we got to go pretty much outsource and find out these motives ourselves. So when you talk Mr. Telefair, I want y'all to understand that I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to create mentor programs and just find ways to get back in these hoods and these communities and talk to our young African American men. So when you mention Mr. Telefair, mention the good with what I'm trying to do as well. With that being said, one thing that I'm not going to do with my channel is come on here and lie and play the victim role. That's not what I'm about. I've not gotten to the point where I'm at in life right now, graduated with a degree, getting through a predominantly white institution. I didn't get through any of that by playing the victim role. I try to keep it as real as possible in my blogs, everything. We don't have our fun, but I'm going to keep it as 100% real with you as I can at all times. All right? That includes when I feel like other races or whoever it is does wrong, but even when we do wrong as a community. All right? And this story right here sickens me on so many levels. So many levels. Jaleel Smith Riley. I'm not going to read the details of what happened yet in this case. I'm going to play you some video of a man that just got life without parole, and I'm going to tell you what he was a part of after the video plays. I want you to check out this footage. Cue it up here. Jaleel Smith Riley in the courtroom. Here you go. All right, so as you see, that is Jaleel entering the courtroom, and this is the judge pretty much telling him he has life without parole. He's in tears on the floor, pretty much begging for forgiveness. You would have really think this man got wronged in this scenario. That was my first opinion. What did he get justice? Is the judicial system failing us again? Like, what's going on? Is the court system failing us again? This man ain't on his knees for no reason. I get it. It's life without parole. But I want to know, make sure this man got justice before he goes away for the rest of his life. And I'm like, so what did he do? So I go read the details of this case. Jaleel Smith Riley, 23 years of age. Listen to these details of what this man was involved with. Officials say Smith Riley was one of three men involved in an armed robbery the night of November 16th, 2013. Portia Brooks and Aaron Martin were inside a parked car when court documents say Smith Riley approached and knocked on a window with the handgun. According to court documents, Smith Riley forced Martin out of the passenger side, went through his pockets, then proceeded to shoot him in the head. Martin survived his injuries even though he was shot in the head. Smith Riley, the documents say, then lead into the car and fired 2 shots as Brooks sat. She died 3 days later. And this was all because the couple didn't have any money to give Smith Riley. And that's what has led him to be in front of a judge. And that's what leads him into life in prison without the possibility of ever seeing the light of day again. These stories are not easy to me, but I think this is a time to educate, not embarrass one of our own. Listen, there will be no sympathy if you decide to kill someone. There is no sympathy in the court of law. Like, look, honestly, a lot of these people don't want you on the streets or don't want you in this world as is. So any opportunity to get you off the streets and you help out that cause, they're going to get rid of you. They're going to get rid of you. And listen, nobody's going to look at you when we leave this earth, when we leave this thing. I have some theories here. When we leave this earth, if you kill a man, nobody's going to look at you as real. If you kill a man and you rob him because you're struggling, and it is hard out there right now, but if you kill and rob a man, two things. This thing called karma, it's real, and it will catch up to you at some point. And number two, law enforcement will catch up with you at some point. Because generally speaking, the people who rob and steal and kill, they don't stop. There's not like this off button where you can cut off that mentality. If you do it once, you 9 times out of 10 will do it again if you go through another hard time or you just feel like taking somebody out of this world. There is not a second life we have. I don't know how we've got it mixed up. And I don't know if we believe that there's a life that we're going to get back like we're a cat with 9 lives. Or I don't know if we've seen too much TV where people get shot and still survive. When you die, you're gone. If you take someone's life, the law will catch up with you at some point. I don't know if it's the rap music, and I'm somebody who listens to the music, but I'm also somebody who's been on record of saying I can separate the music and actually going out and doing the actions. I don't know if it's the situations we being put in, because something has to give. The black life is at an all-time low. I've did this in other blogs. Nobody values it right now. Police officers don't value the black life. Other races don't value the black life. And we don't value the black life ourselves in our communities. So when you see situations like this, you got to believe this man didn't value not only the lives of others, but probably didn't value his life as well. It's too late when you get in the courtroom, when you're facing life without parole. It's all over now. You know, my pastor, Pastor Darrell Arnold of OBC in Knoxville, Tennessee, he once told me a story. He told it to the congregation. We were at church, and I'll sum it up quickly here. He was like, he went to court. He went to court to help this family get justice with a murderer who killed a son of the family. All right, so he's with this family. He's with them as they're grieving still in the court, you know, making sure this man goes away for a long time. And you would think my pastor would tell me that the saddest thing about all this was the fact that they were that this family was grieving over a son. They were trying to get this man convicted of murder of their son. And you would think that because my pastor was there for that family, that was grieving family of the one who the guy who got murdered. But pastor told me that the saddest thing about it all was looking on the other side of the murderer and looking at the bleachers behind in the courtroom and realizing that man had nobody on his side, you know. And I think I've said that to say, I think a lot of our brothers don't believe there's nobody fighting for us. Ain't nobody on our side, man. Ain't nobody fighting for us. Fighting for us. And that's the sad thing about all of this. So when I see stories like this, I hope somebody takes this and use this. You kill a man, ain't no coming back from that. It was, what was it? I watched the movie one time, Don't Be a Menace. You know, if you rob a man, you can one day repay that man for the goods. If you punch a man, that man can one day punch you back in the face and bygones be bygones. But if you kill a man, there is no coming back from that. And the fact that this man thought that there would be a second chance for him after he committed murder actually admitted to the murders and wanted to go back on his plea deal. If you want to look up the details of this case and the court documents yourself, type in Jaleel Smith Riley, all right? You can find all the details there. But this is just a sad case, and I really hate to see stories like this. But I think it's a teaching moment. It's time to educate, not embarrass, and stop our black brothers and claim our streets back, all right? A lot of mixed emotions. I'll leave it at that. I can't have any sympathy for someone who commits murder. If you steal and you go to jail, I'll fight for you. I fight for you regardless of what you do. I fight for you. I fight for you regardless of the situation. We'll get in there and we'll get you the help you need. But if you kill, I ain't got no sympathy for you, my brother. We got to teach our young brothers. We got to educate them so stuff like this just don't happen, because it's really disappointing stuff. Really disappointing stuff, all right? Comment responses. What's your overwhelming opinion about this case? If you guys know a little bit more about the case, make sure you comment those responses as well. Smith Riley, 23 years of age. So there's a family, two less people in the family, and there's another family, one less, one of their own, 23 years of age. I'm 22. A family won't never see that man on the other side of the cells again because of a dumb decision that if that man could take back right now, I'm pretty sure 10 times out of 10, he would take back that night. Let's get our streets back. And when you speak about my name, y'all can have the jokes. Y'all can do all that in my comment section. I ain't tripping. You can have all them jokes you want. But when you speak about Mr. Telefaro, make sure you represent and you tell them the truth, the 100% truth about how we doing good in these communities and we motivate people. Yeah, I'm going to clown people in the vlogs and we going to have fun with them celebrities. But the real Mr. Telefaro, I represent nothing but positive energy. Alfred Telefaro, Mr. Telefaro TV, prayers out to the family. What was the last name on that family? Martin. Prayers out to the family that... Well, one guy is living, and the other guy, I think he suffered. The guy's living, and the woman is dead. The guy suffered some pretty bad injuries. He is living. Let me correct myself on that. But Jaleel Smith Riley is going to do life in prison. No possibility of parole. All right, Alfred Telefaro, Mr. Telefaro TV. Thank you for the time, love, and support. Salute. I'm out. Hey, first and foremost, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love if you watch other videos while you're on my YouTube channel. Now, while you're here, people ask me all the time, how can you support Mr. Telefaro? Well, if you want to support me in my future endeavors, the first thing I want you to do is subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, you get all my content first. Your subscribe goes a long way. I get to understand my demographics, understand who support me, who got something out this video. So first things first, a subscribe will go a long ways. Next, if you really rock with me, donate $1 to my GoFundMe. I have a GoFundMe link in the description. If you really want to support me, just $1. Showing me $1 and some good wishes will go a long way. If you want to support me and you want to help me with my travels, I got a lot of things coming up, but I got to get them travel fees there. I got to find a way to get there, so that can help me financially if you really want to go there. Also, a word of encouragement. Thank you. Whatever it is, talk to me in my comment box below. Comment on this video, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do this video. I got to thank you for your time. I don't take it for granted. My name is Mr. Telefaro. Now, if you subscribe, help, donate, do whatever, you can see more videos like this, more new exclusive content. I got a lot on the way. Trust me. Thank you. It's Mr. Telefaro.com.